Welcome to another episode of Untold Chapters with Austin Macaulay Publishers. Today's guest is an author who has published her first book with us on the 21st of June, Lola Usupova. Lola Usupova is an accomplished children's book illustrator and aspiring author, known for her dedication to the craft by drawing since childhood. She has built a successful career in illustrating children's books and is now focused on writing her own stories. Driven by the belief that children's literature should be both educational and entertaining, Lola aims to spark young readers' imaginations and inspire them to explore new adventures through her upcoming books, her goal being to create stories that are not only fun but instill valuable lessons. So, thank you so much for coming on to a new episode of Untold Chapters. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. I'm Lola Usupova. I'm a children's book author and illustrator. I used to work in marketing, but 3 years ago, I discovered that I love children's books, especially illustrate them. So now I work with other authors to bring their stories to life, and I also have my own projects, and Clary's Spectacular Socks is one of them, and I'm excited to share more about it with you today.
What inspired you to write this book? How did you come up with the character of Claire and her unique love of socks?
It actually came from my childhood, and this character is me. When I was little, I loved decorating my socks and tights, but I only had a pair of scissors to do it, so I ended up cutting around all holes in my socks and tights. My mom wasn't happy about it, because we didn't have much money to buy me new socks and tights every time when I ruined previous one. So sometimes in winter, to keep me warm, my mom layered my tights one above another, just to, so the holes wouldn't align and expose my skin. I think those memories really sparkled the idea to create this book.
Did you know exactly the direction it was going to go in?
No, I didn't know. It's just, I don't know how to explain. I think I'm more illustrator than author. When I write a book, I usually see it as a pictures first, and then I write the story itself. So these pictures where little girl crafted beautiful socks, and then I remember these memories, and yeah, this is how this story was, born.
Whilst you were writing the story, did you face any challenges or?
Yes, definitely. English is my second language, so writing in rhyme was a whole new challenge for me, and it took some time. It was the first time when I tried to write with a rhyme, so I definitely struggled with it, but with the help of amazing editor, I think we made it work.
So, what was the most enjoyable part of writing your book, do you think?
As I mentioned before, I really see myself more as an illustrator. So I think the most enjoyable part for me was illustrating the book.
So, what do you hope children will take away from Claire's story?
I hope that this book will encourage them to embrace their creativity and do what they love. Because when I was a kid, I loved drawing, but I never considered that illustration could be a real profession. It was just a hobby I didn't have much time for, especially when I grew older and life became busier. Now I've finally turned it into my career and I started to earn with it. But if I could do it from the beginning, I think it would be better.
Hmm.
I believe it's very important to support any passion that children have.
But what do you find the most rewarding thing about writing children's books?
I think it's knowing that my stories and illustrations can inspire young readers, because there is a special kind of joy to seeing children's faces when they smile and how they connect with the characters and stories I create. This is the most enjoyable part to see when kids like your characters.
You know, when you're like sketching out the characters, do you sort of find it like a good way one of your drawings is now part of a published book?
When I create my characters, I'm trying to make them like a real person. Before I will draw or write a story, I'm trying to create a character map with all her passions and her character, what she likes, what kind of food she prefer, just to make it more real as a real person.
So, what advice would you give to any aspiring authors who want to write their own kids' book?
I think just write from your heart and be yourself, because I believe that kids can tell when the story is, you know, mild, when you just wrote it to make money, not to inspire them, because every story for kids should go from your heart. And actually, writing could be really a difficult process, so work with the editors and get any feedback or help that you could get to make the story better and better, and have fun, I think.
Absolutely, with you're writing an entire book. If you can't have fun, then that's probably one of the most important parts with writing a book. Just to write a story, but more just to, just enjoy yourself pretty much.
Yes. Yeah, I really believe that everyone should do what they love. And now when I found my passion and what I want to do for the rest of my life, I I want to help as many people as I can to find this sparkle that will help them.
Hmm. Thank you for agreeing to appear on one of our Untold Chapter episodes, and I wish you the best of luck with your book, and hopefully brilliant things. Well, yeah, I hope you receive a lot of brilliant things. Thank you for listening to our newest episode of Untold Chapters. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. There will be links in the description to get your copy of Claire's spectacular socks.